The biggest news today and something that you want to learn today is the sympathy plays, because there was a news on Nvidia. So this morning there was a big news on Nvidia. Nvidia is going to invest $5 billion in Intel. Intel makes chips, AMD makes chips. So Intel is partnering with Nvidia, Nvidia is partnering with Intel, and that's why Intel stock went crazy. But for the opportunities for us lied in some other names, which were moving with Nvidia. Nvidia had a news, but AMD dumped, ARM dumped, Taiwan Semiconductor dumped, a lot of other semiconductors dumped because Nvidia went with Intel as a partner. So a lot of knee-jerk reactions. It gives us is an opportunity because a lot of these names will recover. It's not really that bearish for those stocks, but a lot of them will not recover. They will stay heavy, like ARM was staying heavy. It all depends on price action, but we need to make a plan accordingly for the sympathy plays. So we had our sympathy plays, AMD, our top focus, which was down. We had a support of 150. 150 psychological level, always important. You can always buy your stocks whenever trading around 150 using the 150 as a risk. It's one of my long-standing teachings about psychological levels. Our resistance was 150 to 153. Our initial advice was bearish if it's under 153 or 150. If 150 breaks, we would short it. So as soon as the market opened, I saw that AMD swiping from that 150 level. And also, if you look at the daily chart, AMD had a support at 150, same level. It had not bounced once, it had bounced twice. This is a lesson in support and resistance. It had bounced here once, bounced twice, and today was the third bounce here. So this gives you extra confidence to size up. So we sometimes size before the Ripster clouds. Ripster clouds turned at bullish later. We took a trade right at the open. So I told the traders holding the pre-market lows, C minus long versus 149.50. So 149.50 was your risk to long it. Add into your position once we push over 152s here. So they were rejecting 152s. As it started to push towards the 512s, we moved our stops to 150. As soon as the 152 was gone, I told the traders to add into your position. Let's say you added 500 shares. As it pushed higher, you add 500 more or 600 more. Because if you did that and you had a full position, let's say you had 155 calls or something on AMD, by end of the day, they went from $1 to $4. 300% gains there. So we literally killed it today with our system. By the midday, we hit our 155 target. And that's when we moved our stops higher. I told the traders to move the stops higher to 152.75. We hit both our MTF targets, and that was a beautiful, beautiful trade. If you added at 150.50, you risked $1,000. You end of the day, you made $5,000-$6,000 if you own 1,000 shares. If you bought options, let's say you bought lot options, 500, end of the day, you made 2 times your risk on the lot options. A trader was asking me, Rip, it was under the clouds. Why were you adding it? Because we make some exceptions based upon the support. Support resistance is more important than the clouds. It's bouncing from 150 here, bouncing from 150 there, bouncing from 150 there. That's why we took it. Beautiful trade for us in the community. Big winner. Taiwan Semi was the same one. It was gapping down on that news. So I told the traders at the open, Taiwan Semi is a curl. Initial risk 256. The target I gave was gap fill. We filled the gap during the midday. We hit 263s. No reason to cut. We moved our stops to 268 and started to move higher. Then we hit 270. So that was a beautiful trade from 259, 260, almost $10 per share trade. And again, it was a sympathy play. Sympathy because it was gapping down on Nvidia. But guess what? It created a bullish engulfing long candle on the daily chart. That was a Taiwan Semiconductor. Step-by-step timestamp guidance. Beautiful trade.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.